The majority of people who have a negative viewpoint of you really don't even know you. It wasn't me who changed. It was people's opinion of me that changed. You know, I got more, but I'm the same dude. But your opinion of me has changed. Now you think I'm all that. When in actuality, I really am humbled by all this. I really can't believe God let me have this. I am here but by the grace of God. I'm clear about that. It ain't me. It's not me. See, I know the decisions I made, and I know how it got me where I got to. I know how my life turned out when I gave it over to Him. I gave my life to God. Now, I may not be the Christian you think I ought to be, but once again, your opinion of me. I've just learned not to allow people opinion of me to bother me or stop me. Publicly, man, I've been ridiculed and ate alive on that internet. When you get through reading that stuff, cut your TV on. Turn it to almost any channel you want to. 7 days a week. The little dude that you keep hating on, that God I serve, he ain't hated me yet. He ain't hated me not now time. And I've discovered something. Look, man, what God got for you, nobody, no hater, no employer, no co-worker can stop nothing God has for you. God is in the blessing business, but better than that, He's in the forgiving business. See, if God wasn't a forgiving God, I'm not here today. But God had to forgive me over and over. I can't count the times He done forgave me. See, I just never let my failures define me. See, when you make a mistake, just get up and go again. What you tripping for? I made public mistakes. You know how many people wrote me off? You know how many letters I got from TV execs? We're proud of you for doing the right thing, but oh my God, a horrible mistake. I hope you're gonna be okay. You hope I'm gonna be, what, my career over because of that? People wrote me off. You know what, I just got up. I kept coming to work. I just kept coming. I kept showing up, because eventually, well, what you gonna do? The time has come. You know, my father used to always tell me something. You're gonna either get over it or die mad. You got two choices. You can get past it or you can die mad. Now, if you wanna die mad, carry your ass on and just die mad. But God forgave me, so I got up and I kept going.
So my challenge to you is, number one, get control and be aware of the thoughts that don't serve you and eliminate them by replacement with the thoughts that do serve you. These thoughts are the things that you want in your life. We do that by repetitious thinking, and we do that by programming them in our phone, having some sort of vision board up in our lives. You can put your goals on your mirror in your bathroom, but you've always heard these things before, but you've never understood why they work, so most people don't do it. It works because it reprograms that filter in your mind to begin to find those things in your life. If you don't take control of them and you think you're just going to work your way into it, you will work yet another year, another month, another decade, and that life's going to look an awful lot the same, because we become what we think about, and if we don't alter those 9%, our life ends up looking exactly the same. So my challenge to you is to program your RAS, to write those goals down, and to repetitiously program them into your thinking as much as you can. I used to walk this beach as a kid and say, this is where I want to live someday. I knew exactly what beach, I knew exactly the area, and the more my brain went to work on that specific thought, that specific place, the more likely it was to happen. So remember this, the more specific you are with your thinking, the more intentional you are with the thought, the higher the probability of it happening, and your brain can go to work, that RAS can go to work on finding the people, places, things, and resources to fill in that very specific thought that you have. So don't be general, be specific, and repeat it over and over and over again to yourself. And you got a whole lot more likelihood of happening. The other thing is this, your brain likes to gravitate towards what it's most familiar with. The brain loves familiar things, okay? So the more you think about something, the more you place yourself on that beach, in that house, with that amount of money, with that body, the more repetitive it is that you place yourself in those things, those places, and those situations. The more your brain becomes familiar with it, the more it gravitates towards it. You can't think about it once. It's the repetition over and over again. Your brain begins to think, oh, I belong here. We belong here. You actually eventually convince yourself, literally, that you belong in your dreams by the repetitive and specific thinking and visions of them over and over again. One thing to be conscious of is the RAS doesn't reveal to you necessarily what you need necessarily, because what you need has always been there. What it does is it opens you up to seeing, hearing, feeling, tasting the things that you need in order to attract them into your life. The last part of the steps that I want to share with you is that you've got to control the beginning and the end of your day with your thinking. And so one of the first things you need to do when you wake up, after you do your stretching, your meditation, your prayer, whatever it is, but you take a 5-minute window and you visually see your goals and dreams. picture them as videos in your mind. Picture them as you possessing them and see them written down on a sheet of paper. This will begin to control your mind for the day. And then at the very end of the day, what I do, one of the last things I do after my prayer, when I'm laying in bed at night, is I read through my goals and my dreams, I picture them, and I allow my RAS and my subconscious mind to go to work on them. When I get my sleep, it's going to work on revealing to me, it's playing back the video, believe it or not, of my day in my mind, and it is revealing to me the things that I may have missed in that day that could bring those things into my reality, and it helps me wake up ready to get them as well. So if you'll do that, where you wake up, you go to bed, and when you check your phone, you're going to alter those 9% of your thoughts. These are 3 key steps on changing the way you think, and we know if we can change the way we think, we change the 9% of our thoughts, we change what we obsess about, we begin to possess them. That thought opens up a new space that didn't exist before, just like that chair you're sitting in, and we'll begin to create those things in our lives. Use these 3 steps to change your thinking, and I know if we stack that up over a day, a week, a month, 3 or 4 years, and a decade, the direction of your life is completely different. You see yourself living like this.
Look me in my eye, all right? Look me in my eye. Whatever you stop, all right? First, my eye. I got a question, all right? Look, I ain't doing the jumping up and down, I'm trying to hard. 2,000, ask questions, epic, what, simple, right? But that one question direct us to rest real simple. What, want, all right? So I got to get that out, because once you know what you want, all right, you got to, I'm simple stuff, you like, that's real simple. Write the vision. What I'm asking you to do is write the vision and make it plain, because when you know what you want, I'm not starting with your why, right? I'm not starting with all of that. Right now, I'm starting with your want. What do you want? Because if you don't know what you want and you're watching, nothing else matters. But when you know what you want, why do you wake up at 3? Because I know what I want. Look, you eat however you want to eat. You do whatever you want to do, right? When you don't know what you want, when you're not clear on what you want, like you get up whenever you feel like it, you don't have no drive, you don't have no passion. And so when people ask me, where your passion come from? Where your drive come from? I know what I want. Every single day, I wake up, boom, and I go pursue it every single day. So what do you want? Do you want to retire? Do you want to spend more time with your family? I don't know. What is it? You want a better job? You want a promotion? You got this dream that you want to pursue? You want to write a book? You want to do a CD? Like, I don't know what do you want to be an artist? Do you want to be an engineer? I don't know, but I want you to start the year off. We're not talking about, fakes, writing goals down. I'm talking about knowing what you want, because when you know what you want, that's where the drive, that's where the passion comes from. So 2 more questions. Give you an assignment. I'll let you get out of here, all right? So the first thing I want you to ask, after you see it, you might have to cut this off and cut it back on later, after you write the vision and make that vision plain. And I need you to hear what I'm saying. I know what I want this year, and it's not what I wanted last year. We got last year done, right? We did the impossible, and we'll talk about that in episode. We did possible, but how did we didn't do it. It didn't happen by osmosis. I told you, luck ain't for leprechauns and you ain't green. You got to create your own luck. And the way you create it is by knowing what you want. Do you want to spend more time with your family? What is it that you want? Do you want to be there at your son's game? You want to be there for your daughter's recitals? Like, are you tired of missing out on life because you at work? I don't know but my second question is, what are you willing to sacrifice? What are you willing to give up, right? Because I told you before, you got to give up. Listen to me. To go up, you got to give up. So ask yourself this question, and I want you to write it down, like this homework assignment. You want to be the best at your company. You want to make more money than you've ever made. You want to travel the world. I don't know. You want to build your second home. I'm not sure what you want, but I need you to understand that you got to give some. You can't stay where you are and go where you're trying to go. And that's the problem. Many of you love your comfort zone too much. You love it. You love security too much. And I'm telling you, you can stay where you are. You can. But you can't stay where you are and try to go where you're going. So what sacrifice here are you willing to make? What are you willing to let go of?